Number 266. Silcoon, the Cocoon Pokémon. Silcoon was thought to endure hunger and not consume anything before its evolution. However, it is now thought that this Pokémon slakes its thirst by drinking rainwater that collects on its silk.
I mean, that's still enduring hunger. It just means you're not dying of dehydration.
Nah, it eats little bugsies and stuff in the water, I betcha.
Okay.
Yeah, I love to hear about the progress of scientific investigation in the Pokemon world.
It is pretty good.
It's great that they're coming back and reinvestigating things, just saying, all right, well, doesn't eat. That's all we need to say on this, I like to think there was a scientist who's really concerned about the fact Silcoon wasn't eating. Was just like, hey, buddy.
That was. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, you all right? What was your impression of this Pokemon?
Honestly, it looks kind of sticky. I'm sorry, I don't like that about it.
That's so funny. I mean, it is made of silk, so it probably is sticky. But I just imagine it of being made out of the same material as every other Pokemon.
Which is just like rubber.
Yeah, rubber. Every Pokemon was 3D printed.
I'm going to get my 3D printer out and just... I still need to make that Spiel bath toy.
Please do.
What was your impression of this Pokemon?
So my word for this Pokemon is protrusions.
Protrusions.
So the basis for this Pokemon is either maybe a flattened football or a raised pizza base. Is really how you get to
You put too much yeast in that pizza base.
Way too yeasty. You let it drink too much rainwater. But then there are the protrusions. And now you might at first say they are spikes. They're not spikes. They're like little webs that it uses to attach to other places. And they're not core to the design of this Pokemon because the 3D models of this Pokemon don't have the spikes or the protrusions. They're just round, and then it's only when they attack that sometimes they'll get the little protrusions coming out, and they're not spiked like they are in like the art here. They're kind of like they end almost like they're splatting against a wall, like like they're attaching to something. I just find that fascinating that
the difference in 2D art and 3D art.
Yeah, for as much as this is a very simple Pokemon, they seem to not have totally nailed down what a Silcoon is. I think it needs some form of protrusion to count as a Silcoon, but the artists obviously don't all see it that way. Another fun fact about this Pokemon is they did a poll once of everyone's favorite Pokemon, like an unofficial poll. And Silcoon was the only Pokemon that didn't get a vote.
The only one?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
It's really sad. And, I mean, the problem is, look, I don't want to step on Silcoon's territory, but there is another Pokemon that is got some superficial similarities to it called Cascoon, which is Silcoon, but angry and purple. And I guess there are so few people who would have one of these two as their favorite Pokemon in the first place.
And they chose Cascoon?
Yeah, and I think that most of them choose Cascoon.
Why? Because it's purple?
I think for the kind of the harder edge appeal, it's kind of a grittier version of Silcoon.
Okay.
But it hasn't endured what Silcoon has endured, which is hunger.
Yeah.
Maybe. Debatably, scientifically, maybe it's endured hunger.
Okay. I'm going to give this one 2 out of 5 stars.
I'm going to give it a solid, wholesome 4 out of 5 stars. You do you, Silcoon. That's a total of 6 out of 10.
All right.
Next!